Hello everyone, welcome to day 56 of 56-7. Today I'm with Mr. Chawla himself, my companion in this challenge. No one else decided to do it, only he did. And today we're going to be doing a little debrief about the challenge, So quick context for anyone who doesn't know what this challenge was. It was 7 non-negotiable things that we both would do every single day for 56 days, so 8 weeks. Challenge number 1 was one workout every single day. Number 2 was eat clean every single day. Number 3 was drink 3 liters of water every single day. That's why he has his 2-liter water bottle. As you know, he's a good boy, drinking his water. Number 4 was read at least 10 pages of any book every single day. 5 was journal for at least 5 minutes every single day. 6 was do any productive work that benefits your life for at least 1 hour every single day. And number 7 was do a constant daily post to record the progress.
Post or photos?
Post or photos, like a video, post, anything, every single day. So today's the last day of this challenge.
Yeah.
Now, how have you felt over this challenge?
My experience was okay. One thing we were just talking about was it went by really fast.
Yeah.
It went by really, really quickly. Like I did not understand how quickly 56 days went by. Yeah. And I think that's because constantly we both read Atomic Habits at one point.
Yes.
Learned a lot from that book.
Yes.
I think that was just a constant building of those habits, and once they were in place after 2-3 weeks, I was like, okay, this is like an everyday thing. I have to do it. Non-negotiable, right?
No, I agree. I know for me, the biggest, I would say the hardest part from the 7 was probably journaling and reading, because everything else I naturally did.
Okay.
I worked out on a frequent basis. Probably maybe not every single day I'm forcing myself to go.
Yeah.
I would take some rest days, but see today. But working out was fine. Drinking 3 liters of water I also found reasonably okay. A bit more challenging than normal. I would say before I would drink maybe 1.5 liters, 2 liters max, but pushing for 3 was definitely hard. Reading and journaling was definitely the hardest part, because I feel I never used to read. I would be I'm not reading. See, it's a waste of time.
Yeah.
But I completely agree. I feel once you build the habit that okay, I need to read, eventually I'm automatically in my head I'm time. I would pick opportunities when I can easily read. If I'm going to uni on the metro, I'm reading. If I'm at the gym on the treadmill, reading. You start thinking about it, it's automatically implemented into your life, which I feel represents Atomic Habits so well.
Yeah. Reflecting on it, let's go through each goal and see how that influenced our lives. So if we're already starting with reading, what books did you read?
So I've completed 3. I'm on my 4th one right now, more than halfway done. I still plan to finish it, so even though today's day 56, I still plan to keep reading every single day, see how long I can continue this, because I think it's a really good habit. I'm happy I've built this habit. I want to continue it. First book I read was a book called 0 to 1. Second one was Atomic Habits. Third one was the 80-20 principle. And then the 4th one right now I'm reading is the 48 Laws of Power.
Okay.
So I'm more than halfway through it.
Yeah.
Should finish it in probably a week.
Okay. Fair enough.
What about you?
I did Atomic Habits, and then I started reading The Alchemist.
Yeah.
Finished that a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
And right now I'm on my 3rd.
Yeah.
Reason it took long was because I do a lot of reading slow. So I didn't count that, but it just takes a lot of mental power.
Yeah.
So I was strict to 10 pages a week.
Yeah.
And 3rd book right now I started reading a week ago was The Concise Laws of Power.
Okay.
Yeah. It's interesting. I'm the thing with books was Atomic Habits was a big one for me.
Yeah.
Because that just changed my whole viewpoint on this.
Yeah.
It made it a lot bigger than just a challenge.
Yeah.
The Alchemist was an interesting read. It sort of gave me direction, and it was fictional, but it had really deep metaphors, and I could apply them very well.
Yeah.
Concise Laws of Power is I can't apply to my life. I'm not someone who's the book is very telling me to be nonchalant and things like that.
Yeah.
It's not something I could do, but it's helping me keep an open mind. Okay, I see the idea behind it.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
Like, I agree. I feel like 0 to 1, the first one I read, pretty much talks of. It's written by, I forgot his name. It's written by one of the founders of PayPal. So Elon Musk was one of the other ones. Like, this guy worked with him. The guy pretty much talks about what exactly it takes to create a successful startup. Because the book is talking about how to go from 0% to then go 1. Like, how to go one step up. Like, make it, like, to make your startup successful. That really, like, explained to me a lot of things, especially, like, with my tutoring business. It kind of told me, like, how and where to put my focus on to kind of differentiate myself. Atomic Habits, like you said, like, easily game-changing book. Like, that woke me up. I'm like, oh my god. Like, I remember the first chapter I read, they talked about how you need to implement systems, not goals. Like, develop a plan to reach a goal. Don't be super focused on the goal itself. So more often than not, when people are goal focused, the second they reach it, they break habits and go back to how they were before. Like, the biggest example the book gave was, like, say if you wanted to lose weight, you reach your ideal goal, like, weight, and then the next day you start eating unhealthy again because you're like, oh, I reached it, I can go back to old habits. But you don't really want to adopt that mindset. You want to adopt more so the system, right? Atomic Habits was a game changer. 80-20 principle was, not gonna lie, a difficult read. I kind of forced myself to read it. There were definitely parts of the book that really stood out to me and meant a lot. The simplest message the book kind of talks about is how the best or most ideal way to live any part of life, like whether it's like with like work, studying, relationships, anything, is you want to try emphasizing that 20% of effort results in 80% of results. So, like, one of the key things the book constantly talks about is how in a business, 20% of the things a business does results in 80% of profits. Once you can identify that, try putting more into that 20% and try reducing the other 80% that only results in 20% of results. And then 48 Laws of Power is like, oh, fuck. Like, I be reading that book, I debrief it with Raghav, like, constantly. I'm like, this book is teaching you how to manipulate and, like, overpower others. That's literally what the book is all about. And I'm like, right. Like, literally, like, the second chapter or something is like, destroy your enemies to the ground. And the book's like, if you don't have enemies, make enemies, destroy them. I'm like, right, I'm a nice guy. I don't want to make enemies, man.
That's context. We went to badminton. This guy was telling me on the way back. I was like, what enemies do you have?
Yeah, I'm like, what is this, guys? I'm like, serious. I don't want enemies, man.
No, okay. Reading was a very good part. Definitely agreed.
Yeah.
Very, very beneficial.
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you think your habits or like your, let's say life, has changed after reading?
It's a solid 8 out of 10. Solid 8 out of 10. Definitely from the first two, 0 to 1, especially Atomic Habits. That has been the biggest, like, most impactful books. Solid 8 out of 10 change in life.
For me, it's I think the other parts of the challenge were a lot more beneficial, but I think because reading's a big part of my life already. It's law, obviously. But I would say 7 out of 10. Definitely beneficial. I like those in there. I would need it in there.
What would you say from the other 7 was the most? Water? Yeah.
I don't know why. Like, I just feel more fresh and don't like we set the challenge as if you fail, that you can do double it the next day. There were many days where I failed because of, not many days, it was like 3 days which I failed because of an inclusive of water. Like water was one of the factors. But whenever, like, consistently when I have water for a week, I don't know why, it just feels so like a new person, like, every day. So I definitely think it's water. 3 liters too. Like, it has to be one whole bottle and half a bottle.
No, I agree. I feel like one of the things that have, like, we both experienced, or like one of the rules for the challenge was, obviously there may be some circumstances that you might fail, like not be able to tick one of the 7 off. But we said that you have to redeem yourself the next day by doing double or something. Same thing. I feel like for me it was probably wasn't water. I think it was either diet, like I ate unhealthy because I'm out with family one day, or like I couldn't do productive work because I was barely at home, or like exercise, like one of those three. But like for me, I would just do like read 20 pages or journal for 10 minutes, like just double something up, easily make up for myself. But yeah, drinking liters of water. Only downside though for me is I have a very small bladder, so I constantly keep pissing.
Okay.
Every 2 seconds I'm going to the toilet.
Yeah. I'm in a very similar context where I'm working at a table for like 7 hours. So the office thinks I'm pissing way too much, I think. But no, it's good. I think like whilst doing the challenge, we both were like in you and your startup, like your tutoring business. I think the challenge showed results in that a lot. Especially, I think I'm gonna reflect on your part. You tell me what you think.
Yeah.
Seeing you as like a third person, and I know what you're doing behind the scenes. Like you're reading. We've already talked about that. You're journaling.
Yeah.
I think you can tell like when a person is like understanding what they want in life and what they want to do and building to that. I think both of us sort of felt that. So yeah, what about journaling? What do you think about journaling?
For me, journaling was always something I did. I didn't do it on a daily basis, but I did do it on a frequent level. Purely because I feel like I'm a very strong advocate for promoting positive like changes to life to improve mental health. Now, like, hence I'm also a big advocate for people who go to therapy. If they think it's beneficial for them, I would recommend you go and do it. Personally, for me, no. Like, I don't think it would be beneficial. I would love to definitely like go to in-person therapy and see how it works.
Yeah.
But for me, working out or journaling were my top 2 ways to improve mental health. Especially journaling, I feel like just getting your thoughts out of your mind on a piece of paper or even texting it, I feel like it takes a burden off sometimes. Especially if you're going through like something difficult and like something's bothering in your head, just putting it on like in words like that you can read, immediately I feel like just takes a weight off your shoulders. Like, I feel like it just clears your head. So I loved it. I feel like it definitely let me analyze my life a bit more, reflect a bit more, know exactly what I want, what my short-term, long-term goals are. Just like pretty much, I was writing a plan for my life.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what journaling was for me.
I think I'm the same. But some days were definitely like, oh, what do I write about? Because unlike you, I think this was the first time I was journaling properly. I never wrote down my feelings. I always like talk to people. And I'm the same. Like I the idea of like going to like therapy to help yourself is definitely something like I admire people who do that. It's not something I would do because I find my friend, like my support system is like that for me. But I've never done journaling, so I think it was a big like. Some days I was like, oh, what do I write about? Like I needed prompts, and my sister sent me like this one Instagram post one day, which is like, oh, I just stuck on prompts here, and it was like 5, and I used all 5 of them whenever I needed. But some days were just like not hard, but like busy, and I didn't know what to write about. So journaling was an important one.
Yeah.
Out of 10, I think more it changed my life. It changed my like worldview, like how I saw different situations, how I saw myself deal with them, and like why I'd get upset, why I'd get angry, and like how to center myself in that. So I would say journaling was a big one. I'd say close to water, 9 out of 10, personally.
I think for me, like, because I already did it, I feel like it wasn't that impactful. Like I would say a 7 for me, but still amazing.
Amazing, yeah, same. Okay. Let's go exercise, like gym/exercise.
For me, like as I said, like I feel like I'm very much in a state of my life right now where I prioritize my health a lot. So I already was working out on a frequent level, but I feel like now I've just taken it to another level where I'm like, okay, every single day I have to be doing something to work out, like some form of workout, whether it's like lifting, like cardio, like playing badminton or something. But I feel like it just promotes such a positive attitude to my life, because I feel like, as I said, since working out or any physical activity is a way of me improving my mental health, because of that, since I'm doing it every single day, I'm feeling happy every single day. Like I don't think truthfully, I don't think over the past 8 weeks I felt like down, depressed, sad about anything.
Yeah.
Like I think working out has definitely made up for it.
Right.
Plus, most of the time when we're working out, we're doing it with like mates, right? Like
Yeah.
we did a lot of runs throughout the 8 weeks. Badminton every
like,
single
every
week.
Oh
So
my God.
like it's been amazing for me.
Yeah, definitely. I think I agree. My biggest thing was I wanted to work out every day, and again, workout was one of the things where you need to like set time aside. And some days my days would be booked
Yeah.
from 8 a.m. Like literally leaving the house at 6:30 to getting home at 11 p.m. And like when you say there's no time, like it was quite literally like there was no time in the day physically possible.
Yeah.
And that's just because I overextended myself for like a lot of the things in my life.
Yeah.
So I sort of tried to make up for that, but I was very honest with when I broke it and when I needed to like catch up.
Yeah.
Which was the biggest thing. I think the fact that there was that comfortability where like, okay, some days might not go as planned. How are you going to come back from that rather than being like, oh, because when I tried my first challenge, which was a 75-day hard, I failed within like 9 days. And I was so down. Like it made me feel like, oh, I didn't do it, rather than, okay, how do I get back from this? But getting back on topic, working out, a huge huge part of the challenge, a huge like contributor to the challenge, because it physically made you. It wasn't like water where it's like throughout the day. It's like you need to like leave time out for this. So there'd be many days where I'd come home at like 9 and go for a walk or even like a jog around the block for like 20 minutes, and I'd call that as a workout because at least I did something. Because on a normal basis I wouldn't do anything. So I was proud of myself for that. But there was also some days where I just didn't. Which was like a tough pill to swallow, but
I think it was also harder for you. It's like since you do work full time now, your schedule as is so much more packed. I would say I've kind of been abusing my power of being unemployed, that I can go to the gym whenever I want. So I think because of that I can then spend more time, or there's just an ease of comfortability that I can go whenever I want. And there's no stress that, oh, I don't have time, like when am I going to go, this, that. And that's why most of my workouts are like an hour and a half, hour plus long, right?
I see them at like 10 a.m. the heavy notifications. I'm like, oh my god, this guy. I wish. No, but it's fair.
Yeah.
It's fair. No,
So what would you say gym has been for you?
Gym is an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
It was always there in my life, but because of this challenge, it's been an integral part, and I think from now on, it's changed from it's like tough, it's really tough pill to swallow, but before it was like, oh, I'll do it because I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
And now it's like, I'm doing it for myself and because I have to.
Yeah.
So, 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Or 8.5 even out of 10.
For me it's like same, I feel like solid 8 out of 10. Like one thing I would say, like you mentioned, was you were doing 75-day hard first. I know for when we were like planning on doing this, I remember we started discussing this like last year, like end of last year. We were like, oh boys,
I was in India.
After New Year's, oh bro, we gotta send it. We gotta do 75 hard. I know for me, I felt personally that, like, I'm not trying to like people might think I'm a bitch for saying this, but I think the normal 75-day hard is not promoting the right mentality. In my point, I think it's a bit too brutal, like a bit too like just blatantly brutal, and it disrupts life, like your daily life, in my opinion. I think a fitness challenge or just a mental whatever challenge like this shouldn't disrupt one's life. It should be a way for you to improve your life as is, right? And I think one thing that I'm glad we implemented was the fact that you can make up for missing one day, because it promotes the fact that you haven't failed. That's life, right? There may be days where you're down, hence like say one day you fail, but one thing Atomic Habits mentions is there's a difference between a bad habit and just a bad day. A bad day is just one day where you're like, oh shit, I didn't read my 10 pages, I didn't journal, I didn't do my workout. But if you can identify that and acknowledge it, and then the next day redeem yourself, that's not a bad habit, it's just a bad day and you've made up for yourself, right? 75-day hard doesn't do that. And to me, I think the fact that it's so strict that, oh, you failed, you have to restart from the start. More often than not, if you have to restart, people are just gonna sack the challenge altogether.
They're gonna be like, oh,
Seeps.
it's too long. Like you're like 50 days in.
They're like, oh, I'm not starting again from scratch. Seeps. But I feel like because obviously with the buying back thing, if you fail 2 days in a row, then okay, you're done, right? Because then that's a bad habit.
Yeah.
If the pattern is forming, then that's bad. But if you only do it one day, next day you're like I know like we both did this. Like say the other day when you didn't do your workout, you texted me, right?
Yeah, I did.
And then you said, oh shit, I failed. But then I was like, the fact that you're acknowledging it is fantastic, and the fact that you knew exactly what to do to redeem yourself, even better.
Yeah.
You know, like that's how it should be. If you just, because I feel like, say if you didn't tell me, and you just
Let it
fake,
go.
if you let it go, be like, yeah, I passed today. Man. What are you talking about? I passed. I feel like then that you're just lying to yourself, or you're just putting yourself. Like mentally, you're just doing disservice to yourself, you know?
That's how habits start. Like you're comfortable, right?
Yeah.
And I had this conversation with Aisha, and she was also very like, oh, this 75-day hard is just like not healthy. Like to some people it might be.
Yeah.
Like it might be life changing, but in the way that we're living, like uni students and like busy, like packing ourselves, it's very hard for every one day to go the same. You're gonna have shit days. So I definitely agree. Working out has been a big part of like huge. Yeah. Like 8.5, you said 8.
Yeah.
Incredible. What's
Eating
eating?
was also like for me, honestly, eating was the 10 out of 10 factor for me.
Oh, yeah,
because
same.
for me, I like just by avoiding fast food, like avoiding eating at Macca's, KFC, just eating like heavily processed foods, automatically I saw the biggest change physically or just like energy wise. Like every day I'm eating like whole foods, making my own meals, eating pure actual meals. I'm not eating deep fried oily shit. It's like food that's filling me for a long period of time. Like I was technically eating the same amount of calories or even more than before, but just by not eating oily food, I was feeling leaner. Like I was feeling healthier. So eating was easily the biggest game changer.
Same.
And now I'm like, I don't see the point in eating fast food.
Yeah.
Like, to be fair, when I say eating fast food, I still didn't eat like Subway or like GYG. But to me, those meals aren't fast food.
Yeah, they're just
like, you can get it quickly, but it's not heavily processed food that's like unhealthy, right? Like when I'm getting a Subway, I'm getting chicken teriyaki with a bunch of salad. Like I don't see that as unhealthy.
That's unhealthy.
But if I'm going to Macca's and getting a McChicken meal, that to me is unhealthy, you know? Or like GYG, right? You're getting
it's beans, it's like good
rice,
stuff.
it's a full meal.
Avocado, yeah.
That's like people meal prep that shit.
Yeah.
I'm just buying it quickly. Or like a porter, like Nando's. We went to Nando's so many times.
Oh, dude, Nando's was a life changer.
That was so good. Like we get a whole chicken. Like I'd get a whole chicken, the salad. You'd get the protein.
Patty.
Protein patty. Like that to me is not fast food. That's like
it's just quick,
convenient, healthy food.
But alright, alternative question. Because of this challenge, was this the fact that you got rid of it? Do you think you got rid of it before?
I think I only got rid of it because of the challenge. I know for me personally, I liked fast food, especially like KFC, getting it every now and then. Convenience sake, and because of the fact that it kind of promoted a lazy mentality for me, which I liked. Like, just eating KFC, watching Netflix, just sitting back, being a lazy person. I kind of liked that. Well, I thought I did. Now I don't, obviously. Before I thought I did. Because it was just easy. It made life stress-free. Like, I see, just don't think about it. But reflecting on it now, I'm like, I didn't actually feel good. Because I'm like, I don't like feeling unproductive. I don't like feeling like I'm wasting time. Right? Like, that's not saying I don't enjoy life, like, watch TV every now and then. I still do. But I feel like if you're eating unhealthy, that's one way, in my opinion, where you're letting yourself down truly.
I think the feelings afterwards too.
Yeah.
Like you feel afterwards, you're like, oh.
You feel depressed, you're like, shit.
I don't know if I should. Like even for me personally, I'd eat something unhealthy, I'd be like, was that really worth it?
Yeah.
Was that worth the satisfaction I got? In the moment, maybe. But right now, I feel like, dang, that was not worth it.
That was not worth it.
For me, definitely again, same as you, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
But the biggest jump for me was my like eating at home experience.
Yeah.
And like I had to maneuver my way to like ensure that this is something I need to do.
Yeah.
I got it done, and I started making my own meals
Yeah.
and everything. It was hard because I'm also vegetarian,
Yeah.
but I figured out a way around it.
Yeah.
I remember, if you remember last year, I always used to ask the boys, what do I eat?
Yeah.
What do I eat?
I feel like one thing that this has done for you is it's taught you a lot about what you can eat to still get your protein in.
Yeah.
Because I feel like before you may have been a bit more like, oh, it's fine. Like,
Yeah.
I don't have to worry too much about it. It's not that deep, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like because this challenge is pushing you to eat healthy, it's also educated you about how you can be vegetarian but also get in your protein, right? Like, you know how to meal, like what meals to get, or like what alternative, like a protein shake here or there, or like Greek yogurt. Like you know exactly what to eat, so such that you're getting your macros in, you know?
Yeah, it's that education factor, like that learning factor.
Because I feel like being non-vegetarian, it's so easy. Just
Yeah.
pick a meat sauce, chuck some salad in, done. I feel like being vegetarian, not everything is a high source of protein. So picking that out is definitely very difficult. Yeah.
If you remember, like last year, throughout entirety, I'd always have like long conversations with Varga, you, Kundu, Shroza even sometimes. Like, what do I eat as as a vegetarian? And like, I'd get the way this is what Jenny also did. The way I'd react to it, I'd always end the conversation with getting like pissed with myself. Like, shit, should I just start eating chicken?
Yeah.
It's like it's a value for me, right?
Yeah.
And there was a point where I was like, do I just want to leave everything and just drop everything and just eat chicken? But that was coming from a fact, like, not because I actually wanted to, but because
You thought it was an easier
it was
option.
the easier option.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, fix the habit
Yeah.
rather than fix my mentality.
Yeah. That's so good.
Big change.
That's so good.
Future. I can see like a couple of them like integrating within themselves,
Yeah.
and it creates like such good like mindsets.
Yeah.
So yeah, 10 out of 10.
So good.
Definitely. Also, I still eat out.
Yeah.
Like in terms of I go out with ice shop.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
And like we went out for we recently went out to like pizza place.
Yeah.
And I centered my day around that.
Yeah.
And so I ate healthy, but I ate less.
Yeah.
And I think in my way, I think that was like sort of healthy because I was like, this is something I do not want to let go of.
Yeah.
I can't let go of this. But also, I'm acknowledging that yes, it might be one day,
Yeah.
but it's not a habit.
Yeah.
It's like important part of your life. You don't want to leave it, so you got to figure out, maneuver your way.
Yeah, I feel like that's what I mean. Like if you eat out one day or eat unhealthy one day, as long as you don't repeat it, then it's fine. Like if you bounce back, eat healthy again, you acknowledge, oh, this was an off day. Like, for example, one of the days I failed, it was parents' anniversary. Went out, had like Indian, like not like all that good food, but unhealthy food.
Yeah.
And I remember when I came home, I felt so like pissed.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, it tastes amazing, but now I feel shit. Like I feel bloated. I feel like uncomfortable as hell. So the next day, I was like, it's fine. I did extra cardio, I read extra to make up for it, but then also drinking water and doing more cardio, I felt good again. I'm like, alright, the bloatedness is going away, so we're chilling. 100%, man.
Food was a big one
Yeah.
for both of us, I think. You already consistently, but me,
Yeah.
huge change.
100%.
But with like the fast food stuff. Okay.
Last is the posts.
Yes. Okay. Let me start off with it. I started posting. I couldn't figure out a way to continue it.
Yeah.
This is honest personal reflection. I'm gonna say I didn't have time, but I don't think it was time. It was just me, lack of effort.
Yeah.
I think it was a big part, and I really enjoyed it. I wish I continued it. That's
Yeah.
something I wish I could change about the challenge. But after I was like a week behind, I was like, I can't.
Yeah.
It's too long, and I got really busy throughout it.
Yeah.
That's something I definitely would change, but I still continue with the progress photos because
Yeah.
I'm like, this is a big part of what I'm gonna feel at the end.
Yeah.
Just last night I was looking at yesterday's and first days, and I was like, that's a big difference. I don't feel different, but it looks different.
100%. I know for me, I was used to posting because I posted on my cut, like when I cut in the past.
Yeah.
And I think for me, I just created a simple system, like when exactly to do what. So every day for the past 8 weeks, the second night before I slept, I would post. So like my routine was, all right, I'm in bed, I'm gonna do my post and then go to sleep. So that then made sure that I'm doing it every single day. Plus I enjoy it. I like writing down and let other people know what like that I've done the challenge, because it holds that sense of accountability. Because say if I didn't do it, I didn't want like if I didn't post, I know the boys will call me out being like, oh,
Where's the post?
what's the post at? Like, why didn't you post? Because I know every morning I'd wake up, there'll be likes, comments, and I'm like, all right, I'm getting, people have seen, like I'm being acknowledged by the fact that I've done my post. So I passed the challenge.
Yeah.
So like that's why I enjoy posting. I think good way to hold yourself accountable, hold your friends accountable as well. And it's so, like in my opinion, like I very much agree. I think it's a effort thing, because like personally I don't think it requires that much effort, but it still does to some extent. Like physically going to like your account and posting, like typing it up, like it can be.
It's not like it's easy.
Yeah.
But it's like what we learned in Atomic Habits, right? It's like if you miss a day, you miss 2 days, it's then like sort of on its way to a habit.
Yeah.
Once you stop doing it,
Yeah.
it stops becoming a habit.
Yeah.
For you, it's clearly a habit.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I would change about it.
Yeah.
But I think you did really well.
Yeah.
Tell me about your first day and your last day. How did you feel? Do you feel
To be fair, I haven't reflected on it yet. I'll put a photo in the edit.
Yeah.
If you want, send me yours as well.
Yes.
I'll put day 1 and day 56 post comparison.
Yeah.
Feeling wise, I feel way better.
Yeah.
Obviously, I haven't seen the photo yet.
Yeah.
Looks wise, I'm sure I look different as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like the one thing I want to take away from this is I want to continue it.
Yeah.
Like I don't want today's day 56 to be like, all right, done.
Yeah.
Go back to not reading. Go back to eating unhealthy. Like to me, genuinely, my mentality now is see how long I can take this. Like the only reason I would say that you might fail constantly is like say if you went on a holiday. Because if you're on a holiday, you can't exactly work out every single day, right? So that's when you fail. Because in my mind, the definition of failing this challenge is more than 2 days you haven't completed all 7, right? And to me, that's only going to happen if I go on a holiday. So I want to continue this up until a point where I'm on a holiday or like a road trip or I'm like deathly ill. That to me, I'm like, oh shit, I failed the challenge. But otherwise, I want to keep continuing this.
I think it's that like, from now on, it's less gonna be a challenge rather than just how we live our lives.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%.
Like it's like gonna be like the days aren't gonna be tracked, but if we keep doing those same challenges, it's gonna be a part of our life. I think it already has.
Yeah.
Like we're doing it without doing the challenge. If that makes sense. For you, I think it's a lot more.
Yeah.
For me, it's definitely a challenge.
Yeah.
But now I think over this last 2 weeks only, has it been like, oh, I need to do this. I didn't think about 56. I thought about I need to do this in my life.
Yeah.
Big part.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely. All right. So that was 56-7, lads, with Mr. Chawla himself. If you guys like this little podcast talk about 56-7, definitely do try it out yourselves. And we got a good workout coming up right now.
100%.
We're gonna head to Box Hill Anytime Fitness, get a workout in. But yeah, hopefully you guys liked the challenge. Definitely try it out yourselves. Let us know in the comments if you guys liked the challenge.
Life changer.
Life changer, 100%.
Genuinely.